Welcome to Unstoppable Real Hospitality. Your host Arjan Sela. In today's podcast, we have a very interesting guest. He comes all the way from Iceland. His name is Olaf Torfa. Welcome to the show, Olaf.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here.
All right. So a lot of people, in the States, they don't know who is Olaf, So now, we're going to introduce you to the United States. Please, can you tell us about yourself, about your, from the beginning? Please.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Olaf, or actually my name is Olafur. That is the Icelandic version of Olaf. So I started to use the word Olaf a little bit, maybe like a few months ago, to make it a lot easier for English speakers. And like Olaf, there was not really positive association with it because of Lemony Snicket's, the unfortunate series of unfortunate events. There was like, the villain his name was Olaf, but in the last few years it has been the movie Frozen with the snowman. And I happen to be from Iceland, so that's way better. It's more cute. So that is why I go by the name internationally or online as Olaf. Yes, born and raised in Iceland. I'm in my mid-30s. And I've lived abroad a few times before, but currently for the last couple of years, I've been living here in the countryside where my father came. This is the house my grandfather built and my father grew up in. So here I am, like connecting to my roots and just reinventing myself, rebooting myself, just getting in touch with myself and, my roots before going back out there into the big world to make an impact.
Yes. Well, what town is that, Because it's on northern Iceland or southern Iceland?
It's a northwestern part of Iceland, yes. So it's like up in the north. Like I grew up in this city, like the capital city area. That's in the southwestern part of Iceland. Yeah, yes. Most of people in Iceland live there. But it's a small town here. It's called Sauðárkrókur. So I don't know if
it's okay.
In English, it would translate as Sheep River Hook. I think that's the best translation.
Yes.
So that's a population of 2,000 people, and I live here on a farm outside of town. And it's actually been great. It's just been, I've always wanted to live here for a little while, just give it a try, be part of the community, and it's been great so far. So it's been really, really interesting and satisfying.
Well, it's so interesting because when I took my course with Brian Rosa with London Real, broadcast yourself, and you are also one of his students, and that's how we met each other, and that's why I want to start my podcast. And you started your podcast, but you stopped it because you have a lot of things going on, with yourself. You're reinventing, like you say, you're educating yourself for more. And recently, I think you took a course with Dan Luck, High Ticket Closer course or high. Can you speak about that a little bit?
Yes, actually, the High Ticket Closer program by Dan Luck. He's popping up all over the internet, and everybody seems to know who he is now. When I joined the program, that was not recently. That was actually almost 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I came across Dan Luck in January 2018, actually before I even knew about the London Real podcast program. I just wasn't, involved in any online programs at all. But I was looking for a change. I moved here. I had spent like a few months here in the countryside, and I was just, saving up some money to invest in myself. And I was open to the concept of having a mentor. And I've had mentors before. I was training in martial arts, so I had sifus and senseis before. And so I wanted to fix my money situation, because finance is part of everything, like your health, mindset, and everything. So you cannot just skip one part. That was like the last thing I ever focused on. Was my money situation, and I did suffer from it. So I found Dan Luck by weird coincidence. A lot of things, a lot of defining moments, like one thing led to another, and finally I came across him after I followed other online mentors whom I really like. I like their content, I like their stuff, and I was really into the mindset. Success leaves clues. But there was something about Dan Luck that just really hit home. I don't know, it resonated with me, and I don't know. I just went with my feeling. One of those rare moments in my life where I just,
yes.
yeah, exactly. Just went with my gut feeling. There was something about it. Looking back at it today, I feel like it was completely the right move. So trust your gut. It's
Yes.
like they say, it's like the number one brain. It's like it's like a saying. Number one brain, or like mind, is the stomach. Second is the heart, and then is the head. Where's all the logic? So follow your stomach, your gut, and your heart.
Yes.
But anyway, after I joined the program, I noticed a lot of differences. Experienced a lot of differences in my mindset, particularly. So I've been a self-improvement junkie for years, but in a way that I've just been consuming content and a lot of stuff. For example, vision boards. I was doing vision boards under the mentorship of Dan Locke, and I've done that thing before, but it never really, I've never really done it so it worked. It never really worked. There was something missing out of the equation, but suddenly my vision boards started to work, and I learned a lot of new stuff that I never thought or considered before. Learning from Dan Locke. So I could, it's the program about high ticket closing, but it starts off with the mindset, which is the foundation to everything. And after that experience, I started to look around. I'm a little bit all over the place, and I get easily distracted. So I need to, work on my laser focused, which is part of like all of those programs, the London Reel, for example, as well. But learning from Dan Locke, I started to have a look at Brian Rose's program. I've actually been a fan of his and the London Reel for maybe 2 years before I ever knew he had a program, and I realized, oh my God, he has his podcast mentorship program, and it was not maybe like the podcast itself, but he's big on YouTube. His podcast is big on YouTube. And what I wanted to do was just to open up or kick off a YouTube channel, and I thought, and of course, in the long run, a podcast would be a part of it. So why not start with a podcast just to get some content out there and learn from Brian Rose and just the whole London Reel Academy. It was really cool. So immediately after graduating the HTC program, see my certificate up on the wall. There it is. I just need like a London Reel thing as well, because I don't know. They didn't give out any certificates like that.
No, they do. If you go to the website now, and
they do.
If you go to the link, you went, you passed the test, and you can print your diploma there.
Okay. Yeah, I actually got a printer recently. I'll do it. I got a T-shirt though. I went to London and and I should have maybe worn that. It's kind of my pajamas.
Why not? But, next time.
It's. I was really happy with. They just asked if I could buy one, and they just gave it to me. So that was like, I really appreciated that. But yeah, like learning from Dan Locke led to me learning from Brian Rose. And actually, the funny thing is, I went a little bit crazy with my vision board. I just put all kinds of stuff on it. Actually, one of the things I did was put like a London Reel logo there. I didn't know I didn't like distinguish like why. Like, am I going to be in the chair to be interviewed in the future? I don't know, in the next 10 years? I don't know. But the thing is, just a couple of months, 3 months after the High Ticket Closer program, I was there, in the London Reel studio, meeting with Brian Rose and a lot of other podcasters. So I'm really... I'm not really preaching, law of attraction or like woo-woo stuff. I'm really interested in stuff like that. I'm a little bit spaced out guy, but, I don't want to preach things like this if you just sit, pray, or meditate or think things too. I mean, I believe you can gravitate those things into your life, manifest them if you put out the action. You take action on it. And then it's then you can create like this dance between you and the universe, and it's not like a paranormal thing. I don't know. It sounds like it. I mean, just go with your gut feeling, put in action, and I mean, you will just find yourself in situations like me in today's life, in my life today, 2 years later. It's been an incredible journey. So yeah, I graduated from the High Ticket Closer program in it was April, May. Yeah, it was the 2nd of April for the successful completion. Yes. So, but the thing is, I kept on going like from one thing to another. Also, just working on my mindset. So I was always involved with the High Ticket Closer community,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't really taking much action on all the things that I learned, the actual tactics and strategies, because I think I was just deconditioning myself after years of, mindset, just the wrong mindset. And I could say, like, this summer of this year, 2019, I really started rolling up my sleeves. I already been to Denmark's big annual High Ticket Closer event last year, Closest in Black, which was an awesome experience. Came back home really excited, and now I'm going to put in work, but, I didn't. But, and then Closest in Black this year is coming up, and I thought to myself, I cannot go there unless I at least start doing something. And I want to show up, like, completely ready to absorb everything and hit the ground running when I get back home from the second Closest in Black. And what happened is, we call it the CIB effect, Closest in Black effect. And I've been experiencing that like crazy since I got back home, like, I don't know, six weeks ago. I came back home. It was actually a couple of months ago, but I was still traveling a little bit. And I came back home, and I've been putting in so much work. And I think this has been the most productive month of the year, like, compared to all the months of this year put together. So yeah, it's been an incredible journey, and a lot of mindset fixing, and now finally rolling up my sleeves, putting in the work. And I know things are going to happen if you do that, but I didn't expect so many things to happen in such a short time by rolling up the sleeves a little bit. So yeah, it's been a very exciting journey.
Wow. It's very interesting. We're going to break it down a little more, because
Sure.
because I'm so amazed, because now you're becoming unstoppable. So now
Right.
your life is changing, and thanks God, you find the right mentors, to get your mindset going to the right path. And with a then like a Heckle program, it's not like the way we're doing a commercial about his ticket.
Yeah, like a promo.
Yes, promotion. But we just, I'm interested because everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs somebody to,
Yes.
because when you're young, you're all over the place, and sometimes takes years to change, because to make a change, you really need to shift your mindset, because you really have to, you have to leave all those lazy habits you have, and get to work and get to. So when you did the high ticket closer certification, you say first he works on your mindset, and
Yes.
after mindset, what's the next step? That
In the
give you
program.
a program how to change, or what
Yes.
to do?
Well, yes. The program itself is it's a 7-week mentorship, and actually right now it is season 13 going on currently as we speak, and season 14 will be completely different. I don't know how it will be, but it's been going on for 2 years now. And I mean, a year ago they went from like HTC to HTC program to HTC 2.0, and they're working on 3.0, and they're just making it more because they've been also adjusting and developing. It's been evolving. It's not a fixed program. So I don't know how 3.0 will look like, but I think it's going to be something really crazy. It's going to be like, it's going to be more condensed, more direct. I don't know how it's going to look like, but yeah, of course, mindset, I believe, will be part of it. It's just the foundation to everything. And I mean, whatever you do in life, if you go to the gym, or if you want to pursue whatever passion or career or whatever you do, or just be in a relationship with your family, friends, or girlfriend or wife, and things like that, it's always going to be mindset. If you don't have the mindset, it's just it might get messy. But yeah, the mindset was the first couple of weeks. After that, we got into just the actual techniques and strategies, how to communicate on the phone with people. The High Ticket Closer program, let's say a typical High Ticket Closer, let's say just if you have like this, like an avatar or like a definition or like a classical typical version of a high ticket closer. You see this guy on the phone closing deals for companies, either with closing other companies or individuals, and then doing it. It's like the middleman, and that's like one way to do it. But this skill set is, you can actually use it for so many different situations. You can actually use it in communicating with your family and friends. A lot of people saw a lot of people saw like you know, a lot of things, good things coming out of their, you know, communications with family and friends, and because we learn how to communicate with people. So it is just yeah, one big how to communicate program. You could see there's like one way to look at it, but it's I mean it's a little bit like of course like psychology. How to like listen to people intently, how do you listen to what they have to say, like their needs, their dreams, their pains, and all of those things. And it's about you know, like guiding people or helping people. You know, you help them reach their own conclusion to determine if whatever you're selling as a closer, because you're not really selling, you're closing people. On the surface, it might look the same, but it's fundamentally it is different. And I didn't know, like, I had no idea what the term closer meant, or even high ticket closer when I signed up. That was a gut feeling. I was like, I know idea what it is. Sounds like sales, but let me check it out. So it's yeah, it's about communication, and a little bit later on in the program, you will also be taught how to reach out to the ones that might hire you, how to present yourself, and just how to live life, and just conduct yourself in a high ticket closer manner. It's not something that you do, it's something that you are.
Yes. Now I got a whole the picture. Now I understand exactly, you know, but that's actually gives you a basic, you know, how to communicate with the clients, with you know, people around you, or friends or family, and also how to close a product. You know, if you sell a product, and how to present your product, basically.
Correct.
Yes, that's amazing. That's big, you know. And I see it's getting bigger and bigger on internet. I've been following him, and I really like his content, and it makes a lot of sense, you know. That's beautiful. So let's move to you now. Now you live in the town, and what type of, you know, you work in the town. You work for the town. What kind of job you doing there?
Yes, currently I live here on a farm outside of Söderkrókur, Sheep River Hook, and I work for the the town hall, or like the town council. It's what I do is I have this one boss, or like this one superior who works at the town hall, and he is I mean he rotates me around. So I work at the gymnasium in town, and I work at the recreational center. I've been doing some shifts there, but most of the time I'm a lifeguard. I work at this one particular swimming pool, but I go visit other swimming pools here in the, what's the word for it, like prefecture, here in the area. So right now, yes, we have actually swimming pools are very popular in Iceland, and I mean it's cold out, but we have geothermal energy. The hot water comes up, so people enjoy going to swimming pools even in the winters. We have 3 of them here. So you know, I'm just pulling lifeguard duty there. That is that's my day job. That's what I'm doing currently, like during the day. So before I go to work, and after I come back home from work, I do actual work, like I like to call it, like on the computer, HTC related, and things like that. So I'm a certified personal fitness trainer. I graduated 2 years ago, but I'm not currently working as one because there's only one gym in town, and they are not hiring any trainers. It's a small town, and I think like the owners, you know, they're also personal trainers. They like to you know,
do
keep
their
the
own
business
thing
for themselves. Exactly. If somebody comes in, they just want to, you know, they want to serve those clients. I mean, I go to the gym. It's a great gym, actually. It's like very modern, very equipped, and I like it a lot. You know, for a small town, it's like it's actually a very good gym. I'm sorry I'm not able to work there, but if you want to make like a full-time living as a personal fitness trainer, you have to do it online as well. And everybody does it online, especially in Iceland. It's a small country. And there's actually so much of personal fitness trainers here, or people who are certified but not working as one. So I wanted to look outside the border, do something in English, and maybe activate myself online. That was a couple of years ago when I graduated. And that's one of the reasons why I found somebody like Dan Locke. You know, there were a lot of business mentors out there who were offering all kinds of like private labeling, like Amazon business, or all kinds of, you know, this and that. A lot of interesting stuff, but none of it really seemed to fit what I was looking for. Like I wanted to sell myself as a personal fitness trainer, and I found Dan Locke, and after I signed up for the High Ticket Closer program, I haven't yeah, it kind of like changed my path a little bit. So I'm not really out there promoting myself as a personal trainer, not yet. I might though in the future. I'm still kind of working on my own thing, but yeah, I was torn between should I close for somebody else, use my skill set for somebody else, or for myself. If I do it for myself, I have to start from the scratch. And I just noticed I was too busy thinking, contemplating. I was being very inactive, so I decided to, why not just start, using my skill set, make some money, help somebody else, and serve some, business owners and to serve their clients, and just to get started. And I can learn a lot in that process. And currently, I don't know how much I can say because it's just I just got involved with a company, a health and wellness company that is selling services to other companies, kind of like a personal fitness or nutritional or mental health, training and stuff like that too. Yeah, services. Maybe some content and online products, T-shirts, but they're mostly like talks, like events and classes and programs. So I believe I'm going to be learning a lot there, and actually because of my HTC certificate, and also I don't have it up on my wall, but I do have my personal training certificate as well. Those two things coming together enabled me to get that opportunity. So it seems like it's all working out in the long run. So yeah, I'll be able to use all of my. I mean, like currently I'm also like a lifeguard. Like I've done like the rescue, swimming, CPR and all of that. But it's good to know. But it seems like my skill set are all, my experiences, skill set, everything that I'm learning is coming together and working for me now. So yeah, after those couple of years here in the countryside, it seems like for the last few months, things are really starting to take off. So yeah, that's my situation here.
That's a great mindset, because you took yourself from a city was so confusing, and you're in a small town, and now you can spend some time for yourself and get yourself in the right path. And it's amazing, because not a lot of people that have that guts to do that. They love to stay in that comfortable zone, which you're not going nowhere. So you challenge yourself. You move to in a town with not too many people, and right now you challenge yourself. And I mean, you're going to the right path. And I believe in 1 year, when we're probably gonna have another interview, and you can prove to the people that what you did.
Yeah, I can show the next level. Yeah,
exactly. Sure. Your next level, and that's lovely. And where you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, oh my God! There are a lot of places I like to see myself, but I think because I think let's say something really big could happen next year that would just change the course of everything. But let's just say, like the basic, what I would like to see is I actually just want to be. Of course, I believe I will have broken away from my 9 to 5 or my day job. It's not 9 to 5, it's like shifts, but broken away from my regular job to pursue what I'm doing, like full time, like online, and do what I want to work. I want to work with people, like be it training, closing, or whatever. It's going to be, I'm going to be working on my own terms, of course. But apart from that, I think I like to see myself doing pretty much what I'm doing today, but just on a more. I just want to scale it up. I'm already involved. I'm already using my, my skill set. I'm using my experience, and I'm getting opportunities, and I'm getting paid gigs or projects or work. And I've been traveling a lot for the last couple of years. I've been traveling all over the place, and I've been meeting so many people, and I've been mentored by others like Dan Locke and Brian Rose. And it doesn't matter who you are.
Yes.
I mean, I feel everybody should have a mentor, as you mentioned earlier. Just pick somebody that resonates with you, and somebody who is where you want to be. Somebody who can, I mean, like you can hang out with your friends, but don't listen to your friends if if they're not living the life that you want. Like if you be careful whom you accept advice from. So pretty much, I would just like to be able to do what I'm doing today, but on a on a grander scale, if that makes
Bigger
sense.
scale.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so I am making money on the side apart from my day job, because I finally activated myself. I just became more clear about what I want to do. First things first. And I'm the type of person who wants to do everything at once, but I'm just channeling that focus like step by step, and things finally are kicking off. So I just want to continue that. So that would involve, just monetizing, my expertise and my lifestyle and my skill set, and just and doing it in a fashion where I can travel, work with people, and help people do the same, inspire them, impact them, and also continue to learn from others and be impacted by others, and visiting events, creating content, and
Yes.
doing more podcasts. I did that for a little while, and I just recorded my first podcast episode this year, just last
With
month.
Mauricio, yes.
Yes, actually, yeah. I follow
I did
HTC.
listen to it. That was very good. That
Listen
was
to it.
very good podcast. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was my first of the year. So I am going to be dropping more of those podcast episodes. The purpose of learning from Brian Rose was just to kick off my YouTube channel, and actually that came true. That I was able to do that, and I want to be more active with my YouTube channel. And the day after I recorded the podcast with Mauricio, I got the message from you inviting me on your
Yes.
podcast, and those two things actually were totally unrelated, unconnected, or are they? I don't know. All things are connected, I believe, without getting too much,
Yes.
into like the woo-woo, like the the law of attraction, or like the paranormal thing. I think everything makes sense, even though it's with outside of our understanding. But still, it didn't feel like it felt like it was all connected. I was back on the podcast,
Yes.
like vibration, and I received the message from you. So I was like, again, with my gut feeling, I cannot say no to this. This is actually great, and
Yes.
So yeah, I'm hoping to like kick off more, do more podcasts, and I'll be having more HTC people. He was actually the first HTC person to come on, my friend Mauricio. I will bring more, but I will also bring people who are involved in all kinds of self-improvement, physical fitness, and just taking your life to the next level type of guests,
Yes.
whether that be something like mind, body, spirit, or even finances, just high performance.
Yes.
So like people who are either unstoppable or becoming, or in the process of becoming unstoppable.
Yes.
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 I like that. Yeah.
Yes. That's beautiful. I'm so glad I'm doing this interview, because I love when people change and they go into the right path. They become, I call them unstoppable, because that's my podcast.
Thank
I
you.
love when I interview unstoppable. I call a guest. Well, your life is going onto the right path. You're changing. You're doing more content now, and I see where people they can find you on social media. You're doing lately a lot of social media, which is it's amazing. Yes.
Actually, like my computer is just practically dying on me, but I got another one in the mail, so soon I'll be throwing out a lot more content. So it's been like every now and then type of situation, because my editing softwares, everything is just crashing down. But I'm waiting on equipment. I'm waiting on another computer, so I'm coming back in hot, like really strong, pretty soon. And I do have a YouTube channel. It's just Olaf Torfa, OLAF, then TORFA, and that's like a short version or a condensed version of my name, Olafur Torfason. And the same thing with my Instagram. I haven't really been, I drop my story in Instagram, and that is linked to my Facebook. Yeah, so people can see my daily story there. But I'm going to be focusing on YouTube, because I like shooting videos. I like editing. I just like the whole videography. Yeah, the whole process. I just enjoy it, and then upload it and put it on YouTube. So you can expect to see a lot more coming out of there soon. And I think I might want to open up an Icelandic channel as well. But I'm just going to kick off like the English version first. Just get that up and running. So you can see that, Olaf Torfa. And of course, my podcast is there as well. I don't know if it's on, I think I cleared it all out on, I was changing podcast service. So I don't know if it's on iTunes yet, but you can see like a podcast playlist on my YouTube channel. So yeah, if you want to check it out.
That's beautiful. Well, Olaf, was a honor. Was a great pleasure. Talking to you. If you have anything to add, or what's your message for the world? What's your message? Like, what's your goal in your life? And message to do if you reach all your potentials.
Yes, I think, I got a pretty good message. It's I mean, it's gonna be like cliche or like typical, or you've heard it so many times before, and you've also heard people say it so many times, like, if I can do it, you can do it. But I'm just going to enjoy this moment and actually be one of those persons finally to say it. It all starts with a choice. You have to make that choice to be able to, and I mean, and I understand if you're like me, you want to do all things at once, it has to happen like overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take patience. It might take blood, sweat, and tears, but it is real. It will happen if you just take one step at a time. Back in the day, like a few years back, when I just felt like I was really stuck, and we didn't really get into that, but my life was a mess for a few years before I was so down and depressed and like no way out. So I just don't like to focus on that part of the day because my life has completely changed. But what I realized, what everybody was talking about, like the people who of great success, business, sports, whatever, anybody who made it, they all said the same thing. And the success leaves clues. They all talked about this definite moment of making a decision. Something happened where they made that decision. And in my case, it was not one definite moment. One thing happened that woke me up. But I spotted that clue to success. And what I started to do was to just make all those little decisions day by day. Like, I'm going to do a little bit better. So all of them, up, compiled in one major decision to take action and get myself out of it. So that my message is, it starts with a choice. It's your choice, and it's nobody else's choice. Nobody's going to make that choice for you. Just make that choice with intention. And if it's no one defining moment, make it lots of micro moments. Like, do a little bit good for yourself. Listen to some motivation, read a little bit, something that resonates with you. Go for a walk, or just, I don't know, whatever floats your boat, whatever resonates with you. Just make that choice and pursue just 1% each and every day. Because in 100 days, you will be up to 100%. And from there, you're going to stretch and expand and, take it from there and just, continue up level in life. So, yeah. Make a choice and stick to it, one step each day.
That's a great message. Olaf, thank you for being on my podcast, and talk to you soon. I will see you soon on our social media and YouTube channel, and we'll love to see your content. Thank you and appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. This has been an absolutely awesome conversation. Yeah, I love this conversation today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. God bless you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.